Alright, fellow YouTubers, Caleb Craig Deadpool 2, here to bring you a review this time on the Star Wars Black Series Rey and BB-8. Rey is in her Jakku outfit, and as you can see here, it kind of has a window box effect. Here at the bottom, you see a nice picture of Rey and BB-8. This picture looks way better than the actual figure. Okay, on the side you can still see the side of her and a little bit of BB-8 in there, and it says Rey and BB-8. On this side, it's a nice little O2 and a little bit of a red color there. Well, a lot of a red color there. O2, the second figure in the wave, and on the back it says a whole bunch of words. Rey is a resilient survivor, a scavenger toughened by a lifetime or dealing with cutthroats of the harsh desert world of Jakku. BB-8 is a spherical loyal astromech droid of the resistant pilot Poe Dameron. Then there you can see the same picture of her face there, just a little bit, and a little bit of BB-8. Wow, that was a really bad impression. But anyway, that's the box, so now let's look at the actual figure. Okay, and here is BB-8 and Rey out of the packaging. Looks very nice. I do not know if she will be holding her staff this way in the movie, but I thought it looked pretty cool. This figure is not that bad, because when I went and got it, I went to the place in Panama City and got it, and they had 4 or 5, so I could look at it and tell which one had the best face. So this one had the best face, and I got it. And a lot of people were complaining about their BB-8 and saying that it was dirty. Mine isn't that bad. The main thing that there's a small string there, but it isn't. But speaking of him, let's start reviewing them. We will start off with BB-8. Okay, and here's BB-8. He is really nice how they did him. I love how he has this huge black little camera eye here that came out very nicely. I don't think he was that clean. This pretty much looks like if someone like had a pencil and then they smudged it, and that's like kind of throughout the top, but my bottom doesn't look that bad. There's a few scuff marks. I wasn't quite sure if they were going for the dirty look, because as you can see, this is pretty clean. It doesn't look that bad at all, which I don't know. I do like the clean look a little bit more, but here it looks a little dirty. It's a little gray around there, but not that bad. I do like the detail they did with this little blue little dot here. That looks pretty cool. That stands out. It would have been cool if there was like a green dot somewhere in there. And I know that these light up from whenever they brought them out at some event, Star Wars Celebration event. So the little dots looks like that's where he could light up. So I might get a little bit of paint and fill in some of those dots with green and red and blue. And then you see they have a lot of lines in here. Like, it's great detail they put in him. It probably, like, I'm so glad they included both the figures together because they came out very nicely. It's really cool how he has the 2 antennas in me. That looks nice. And here you can see all the little mechanics that they did. It was a nice paint job that they did. I don't see a lot of paint like running on the other parts. It just looks good. It's not the cleanest, but it looks pretty nice to me. And I do like the extra little lines and squares they have in there. Looks very technical and looks nicely, and the size of it fits in very well with the rest of the figures. Okay, so I talked about the paint. Now let's talk about the articulation of him. As you can see here, he can move like so, from side to side. I do like this because in the movie that head is everywhere. I love it. I had no idea how they were going to do that type of technology. I thought it would be CGI, but J.J. Abrams looks like he's doing things right. He actually had it where they had a real BB-8 that walked around. And I do love how they did this figure. I am very content with this. Of course, I didn't expect it to be able to roll around and do all of that stuff. But if you want that, then you're set because they have it where you can have that with the, what's it called? That remote control one, you can control it with your iPhone and all that stuff. But to me, it's a very nice figure. I like how you can move the head around like so. It can go around. It's really cool to me. You can play with it. To me, like, that's awesome. And what's also cool about him is that my table is kind of slanted, but when you move him, he'll come back up a little bit. So that's pretty cool. And my table is slanted some, so he's not perfect, but it's really cool. And if you want to set him up, you have the head, and it's just that easy. So you move the head and you can balance him where he's standing straight up just with the weight of his head. So really nice. And now let's talk about Rey. Okay, and here's Rey. It's not that bad to me. Like, I've seen a lot of really ugly versions of the face on this one, but mine is not that bad. But at the same time, I did have the convenience of choosing one from 5 that to me had the best head, which was this one. As you can see, the head doesn't look that bad on this one. They did give her a lot of pink around her cheeks. I'm guessing I think her cheeks were a little pink, or they were more like reddish in the movie. Could be from the sun. As you can see, they did pretty good on her lips, even though it looks like it's a bit skinny and should have been spread out a little bit more. Her eyes are brown and they're equal. They're not cockeyed or anything, so that's a good thing. The skin tone isn't that bad. I don't know, it looks like it just has on too much makeup. Now, one thing about the figure that I do like that's different is this in the back. as you can see here, they actually gave her a new type of hairstyle with these 3 girls. I don't know what this is called. If any girls watch my video, I don't know. But they gave her this, which is different to me. I do like how they made her robe with all the wrinkles and it comes around, and how this is like bandaged up. So now I know what to look for when I watch the movie. That looks really cool. So I like how they did that. Put that down for a second for you knock an eye out. The flesh tone is not that bad to me. Looks pretty good. It's not consistent. The hand's flesh tone is different, a little different from it, but it's not that bad. I like the white underneath and the little texture they did. I don't know if you can see it, there's little dots in there. See that? Dots there, and the wrinkles on the pants. She has a huge bag, a pocket, satchel, whatever you want to call it, that's connected to the back. I think that looks really cool. I like the legs and flesh tone, how they did those. That looks nice. And her boots are really cool. A lot of people were saying, well, they probably should have made them dirty just like they did Finn's. But these look very nice to me. Look very cool to me. There's nothing wrong with them. Now, let's get into the articulation of this figure. Starting off with the bottom, the legs can go that far back, well, the feet, and that far up. Ankle pivot is always nice. As you can see there, able to switch it any way you want. This can bend like so. So bend about that far. These can twist, but they're really, really stiff on both sides. I've tried them, and it can come out about that far. So if I raise this up about that far. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this. This is really cool and it looks good, but it does kind of stop you a little bit. I think it's hindering the articulation just a little bit, but not that bad. And also, anyway, so that can go that far out. Ab crunch can go front that much. No, not that much. And back that much. So not that much of an ab crunch. That doesn't even look like it went back any. So it can go front some, little back. So just a little bit. And here, the head. I wish she could look up. She can't look up any, so I could redo the scene from the teaser of the 3rd trailer. But I can't, so can't look that far up. Can't look down. Can't look side to side. Can go around. You can see there's on the ball joint right there. Arms are pretty good. But they can go up that much. Then they stop, and they can bend that much. So you can get a right angle, but you're bending it. So see that? Bending. So turn. That can swivel. Arms can swivel, pop their wrist. Can she pop their wrist on the other side? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. Yeah, so she can pop their wrist on the other side too. So there, completely can go out that far. I do like how much I can pose it. And the main part I love is that it has the ankle pivot, because I love that. It helps you whenever you're trying to get them to a stand and all that stuff. Now, this is really cool. She comes with a nice little staff here. I think it's really cool how they put the little strap on here. And I do like how it has the black on there with the wrapped little bandages right there. And they even put a little bit of brown there. And they put like little dents in there. It's not like just a straight staff. So to me, there's a little bit of detail in there that looks very nice to me. And most people were complaining that this was really small. But I don't think it looks that bad, because, see that? When you put this on her, it'll be stiff, so you know it's not going anywhere. I don't know if people were scared that the paint will like rub off or what, but I didn't think it looked that bad. But very nice figure, and to me, a lot of people said they could have did better on her face, and they could have, but mine is fine. She's pretty cool. I do like how she came out, so I'm really glad that they made that figure. So so we have Rey in her Jakku outfit and BB-8. Very great figures. Once again, I'm really glad they decided to include these together. Very nice, very nicely done. So this has been my review of the Black Series Rey and BB-8. Hope y'all enjoyed it. This has been Caleb Craig Deadpool 2. I'll see y'all later. Bye. And in Panama City, as you can see, they have plenty of all the Black Series. They're sold out a lot of places, but there's Chewbacca, Rey, Finn. And there's a whole bunch of Kylo Rens. So they're not even close to sold out here. In Panama City, Florida, if you're close there and you want them. There you go. I might skip on the Star Trooper this time and get them later, but glad they had them all. Alright, fellow YouTubers. Bye.